So, the game has just started. The J-Song Dreams versus the Hokkaido Nipponham Fighters. Leading off for the J-Song Dreams is Silverback Gorilla, batting .413 with 80 homers, 139 RBIs, and 177 strikeouts.
Hey, how you doing, Chad? This is going to be your co-host, Francisco Lindor. We're going to do a live game today. Unfortunately, today we can't do the full live stream because our channel is not old enough, but we'll record this and we'll probably have this out.
It is going to get down in left field. He's going to head for third, and the ball has not been touched yet. Going to third, and he is staying there, is Silverback. Bringing up Lazy Sox, batting .295 in 328 games, 159 homers, 241 ribbies, 517 strikeouts.
Carmi, I have a question for you here. What's the opinion on this Dreams team? We've seen some big names here. We've seen Francisco Lindor. We've seen Colin. We've seen Patriotic. Yeah. We've seen all these guys. How do you think they're going to contribute to this game? Especially with Francisco Lindor hitting that 2-run home run in the top of the ninth.
It has popped up, and it is going to get down foul 0-2 count. Francisco, I feel like this game is going to be like really one-sided, because the only good people the other team has is Clone Trooper X41, who has given up 3 runs in the last game in the top of the ninth.
You can't forget Slugang. You know, I've seen this guy play even on my main account as well. And you know, as Elite Austin is not coming up to bat, he's going to be batting .649 with 1,688 RBIs, 916 homers, and 690 strikeouts. But he's going to love that.
It's gone! It's center field! It's gone!
That's going to be launched into the second deck in right field.
On the mound for the Nipponham Fighters is Cleaned by Crashy, who has a 54 ERA, having faced 3 batters, allowed 2 hits, one of them being a triple, the other being a home run, as that is hit into the gap. It is going to be a single, maybe extra bases for Francisco. He's going to go to second. Safe! That double brings up Colin Fancy, batting .576 on the season in 8 games, 13 homers, 18 RBIs, and 13 strikeouts. With a runner in the scoring position, let's see what Colin can do. He's going to rope that one to center field. That's going to get down. Going to the wall is the ball, and Francisco is going to score 3-0 J-Song. As he throws it to third base and nobody's there, he's going to go to third. He's going to retreat back to second base, bringing up Patriotic, .433 in the season in 252 games, 115 homers, 176 RBIs, and 416 strikeouts.
Yeah, and you know, the crazy thing about Patriotic here is that he's always been a good player. You know, he's one of those players to always bring that downfall. But now we've seen him, you know, starting to get that bat a little more hot. You know, hopefully we can see something happening today. But as he swings the first pitch, and what I'm hoping to see right now is some solid contact that can maybe get over the fence, because he can hit. He has that power, and but now the team just has to have faith in him. Now, listen, I'm not saying he's bad or anything. He's been very, very good. It's just we have to see, you know, more out of him, you know, because you've seen him. He's been trying out for league for a while, you know. He's good. He can make league. It's just sometimes he jumps at the pitches a little quick, and he strikes out here.
And first strikeout on the day for the Nipponham Fighters, and that is the first strikeout for Voyage Jumper, as Eagle leaves the VC in anger. As that's fouled off, 0-1 count. Batting .391 in the season is Cookie Devourer. Cookie, yep. Welcome back, Cookie Devourer.
He told me he had some connection issues.
And that is strike 2 for Cookie Devourer, batting .391 in the season, 1 homer, 2 RBIs, and 11 strikeouts. The 0-2 pitch from Voyage. Strike 3 strikes him out. Pitching for the J-Song Dreams is Colin Fancy, 11.118 ERA, 27 strikeouts, 7 home runs allowed, a 0-2 record. Batting for the Nipponham Fighters is Clone Trooper, 1,387 home runs, 2,280 RBIs, and 1,940 strikeouts, and batting .521.
Yeah, you know, we have the southpaw on the mound now. He can pitch, you know, he's thrown a couple seasons.
That's
That
right
he hit
to
to
Francisco Lindor, and that is going to be the first out of the inning, right to Francisco. And
as I was saying, pretty much what happened is that, you know, this team, you know, they can hit, they can field, they can do everything. It's just I don't see them going to the postseason now because, you know, we as a team, you know, they can hit, but there's better teams out there. And I'm just gonna announce the lineups now. So we're gonna have Captain Sporty Pants, who is gonna be playing shortstop. We're gonna have Colin, who is on the mound. We're gonna have Cookie, who's gonna be playing second. We're gonna have Elite, who is going to be playing shortstop as well. We're gonna have
Elite's playing on the foul line, and that is the end of the inning. Bringing up Captain Sporty Pants. On deck is HCBB-Network, and in the hole is Silverback Gorilla. Captain Sporty Pants batting .287 with 429 homers, 832 RBIs, and 4,099 strikeouts, which is quite a lot.
And we now have a guest speaker.
It's safe! Oh, I don't believe it!
Oh my God! He dived at the left.
Captain Sporty Pants has left the yard.
This team can produce runs, and they're doing so. And now the favorites are on the board. And now we're gonna have HCBB-Network. That's gonna be 2 games and has no stats at all.
No stats at all. As I want to say deep, and it's gonna get down. It goes by the right fielder into the gap. HCBB-Network is gonna try for 2. He is going to be safe in there for a double. His first hit of the season. It brings up Silverback Gorilla. Batting .415 in 162 games, 80 homers, 139 RBIs, and 177 strikeouts. His last time up, he got a triple, which he was scored in by an Elite Austin Big.
And that's gonna be hit.
It's gonna be caught.
What a play!
This brings up Lazy Sox.
We have just got word that we're gonna have an interview with Captain Sporty Pants in the 6th inning, and we're gonna interview Patriotic Eagle next inning.
And we're going to have a press conference after the game, and we are going to have a quick sponsor in the 7th inning.
Yeah, and I'm excited to see that, you know, cross-country pitchers race from the mound because, you know, you've always seen that it's a fan favorite, you know. Everybody gets on their feet for the event, you know, and I love seeing the pitchers run for it. And, you know, one of the best things HCBB has to be that race because, you know, those thingies, you know, they stay with you, you know. It's a family experience, you know. You share it with your families. You bring your kids out to the ball game. You get them a little hot dog, maybe a burger. That is lifted to left field, and that is caught. Off the bat, that looked like it was.
Network is going to try for third. It's safe. He's going to try for home. No one's covering home. The throw, not in time.
Now batting for the Dreams will be Elite Austin,
who last time up he had a 2-run shot to blow the game open.
Now the Dreams are going to be leading 5 runs to nothing with 6 hits and no errors, as the Fighters have no hits and no runs.
It'd be smart if they went for the walk, because he has homered his last time up. The 3-0 pitch to Elite Austin. Taken from ball 4, and he gets walked to bring up Francisco Lindor Artigas, batting .539 in 114 games, 92 homers, 157 RBIs, and 71 strikeouts. The pitch. There's the deep to center field, and it is going to get down in front of the center fielder. Elite Austin is going to go for second. He's going to be safe at second, and Francisco goes safe at first. Bring a Patriotic, he lost him up, struck out. Batting .433 with 115 home runs, 176 RBIs, 470 strikeouts. Let's see what he can do, and let's see if he can make up for what he did his last time up. And
that's going to be strike 3.
Strike 3. We head to the bottom of the second, 5-0 Dreams.
You know, you've seen Patriotic strike out a couple of times, but he usually comes back to bounce back in the middle of the game, you know. Sometimes he's a home run, sometimes he gets that hit, but most of the time...
If there's a new pitcher on the ground, Cookie Devourer, 4.5 ERA, 1 home run, 5 strikeouts, 0-0 record.
He's one of those players not to do so well in the game, in the beginning at least, but, you know, later in the game, he bounces back, and he gets those outs produced. And that's going to be line to the shortstop. thrown,
And
and
it's
that's
out.
gonna be out. What a play by the shortstop, HCBB-Network. And
What
now
a
back
play.
to Gang.
We're gonna need an instant replay on that right there. What a throw, what a grab by HCBB-Network. Saving the no-hitter. If that's going to be hit to center field, and there goes the no-hitter. They're going to let it roll. He's going to be safe at second, and there goes the no-hitter. And that brings up Carter is what? 95, 36, and 23 games, 16 homers, 28 RBIs, and 30 strikeouts.
Almost got to that as well. I was kind of
hit the first base, and that's going to be an out, and they're going to throw it to third base, but no one's covering that. He's going to throw it at the mound. The throw's not going to be in time.
Oh, and he steps off the base.
His full game steps off the base for a double play that probably could have saved the shutout going on by the Dreams.
And now we're going to the top of the third, and we are going to have Cookie Devourer to bat. You know, he's been doing relatively good, and we're gonna have a new pitcher on the mound. It's gonna be Zerona with no stats at all.
No stats at all. Because the stats don't show anything as Cookie Devourer strikes out. Then brings up Captain Sporty Pants, who's last time up hit a home run, surprisingly. He's getting flung, and he's probably going to get hit right to the fielder in front of Captain Sporty Pants, and he's going to be tagged for that. Bringing up HCBB-Network, who last time up hit a double.
A long day.
As that's going to be hit in the center field, it's going to get down. Probably going to be another double for HCBB-Network.
The Dreams have been able to get the runs, get the defense in. They're lacking on the pitching, though. We want to hear from your perspective as one of the top players. What do you think this team lacks?
First of all,
I think it's mixed in the park homer. He gets mixed in the park
Second of
homer.
all, I feel like we're doing good. Like, maybe step up the pitching a little bit, but other than that, like, the offense have been, like, carrying.
Yeah, people even compared you to like Gene Segura of the Phillies, and you know Gene Segura is one of the best players of all time. Not really, but you know, in Philly fans' eyes, you know, he's seen as a hero. And people compare him to you. So like, what's the opinion on that?
Well, I mean, he's my favorite player of all time. Like, I have his jersey and everything, so it's so great to see.
I get compared to Francisco Lindor a lot of the time. I think it's because of the hair.
I wonder why.
As he strikes out.
I mean,
Now
like,
we're gonna be in the bottom third.
I haven't had a good eye. I haven't had a good line this game. I just need to step things up a little bit.
As that's gonna be hit off of the mound, and it's gonna get past the fielder.
Network. It's gonna be really hard hit ball by Voyage.
He's not gonna throw it in.
He's going to go 3. He's trying for 3. The absolute cannon. He's not going to let it roll. He cut it off. That brings up phase.
That play, you're not supposed to cut off those throws from center field because most of the time, about 99% of the time, that throw gets to third base.
I can't tell who that was.
And Eagle. Now, we're going to keep you on the line for a little bit longer, but we want to hear your general opinion for the fans, you know. We want to know what's your favorite part of the game.
Hey, the stadium?
Yeah, the stadium is part of the game. The game itself.
Like, cross-country race, you know.
The pitching, the batting, the fielding, what's the best part of the game?
Probably the batting, honestly. Like, I have never seen something like this on Roblox before. Like, I've been in many wiffle ball leagues, and like nothing compares to this.
And that's going to be fouled into the dugout.
Although this game can be infuriating at times, how do you power through it, Eagle?
I mean, I've been in like a freaking 2-year-long slump. You just get used to it after a while, and you get some lucky at bats.
Well, I mean, you should be able to get used to it after what happened to the Phillies in the World Series, right?
Well, I mean, like, I'm not exactly mad that we lost the World Series. I'm just disappointed. Like, it's 2 different feelings.
Got it. You know, as a Mets fan, you know, as a player on the Mets, you know, I'm very mad that we lost to the Padres. You know, Joe Musgrove was definitely cheating. He had the stuff on his ears. He still does it. He looks like a reindeer, like Rudolph, except it's not the nose, it's the ears. You know?
Yeah, well, the Phillies have also had a slow start to this season, but I can see them bouncing back.
And that's going to be slide out to right, foul.
So I have a question for you, Skinny. If you could sit anywhere in this beautiful Hibbon Stadium, where would you sit at?
If I'm being honest with you, I would sit in the left field seats, right above the bullpen, because I love watching the pitchers get ready. The expression on the faces, it's everything to me. I love looking at the little things, but people like seeing the bigger picture, and I respect that as well. But it's like we should always look at the little things as well, because those are the things you're gonna remember the most.
I really want to try out right field this year at CBP, because I feel like it would be a fun experience, even if I'm stuck in like 301 or something.
As the pitcher deals with 1-0.
Yep.
Alright, so it was nice talking to you, man. I might look up during my bat. Me until my bat.
And stay tuned for.
So that ball is going to be hit and it is going to be fouled off. And in the 7th inning, we have our annual cross country race
For the mound.
Yes.
You've seen some toxicity in the chat. People even said they need hazmat suits when they're walking into the HCB server. But in this game, I haven't seen that much. As much people as toxic. As other games.
As Lazy Sox strikes out, bringing up a lead. Austin 649 batting average in 1,072 games. 917 homers, 1,690 RBIs with 609 strikeouts. As you were saying, Francisco?
Yeah, so as I was saying, the toxicity rate in HCB has been higher up as he fouls one to the left side. Games like this have become more toxic, and more scripts have been being used, more accusing. Even as far to go as every single home run hit in the league game, they have to check your PC. As that is drilled to left field!
That one is gone! Into the bullpen! Breaking this game open is Elite Austin with the second homer of the game, making it 7-0. Jason. After the homer, bringing up Francisco Lindor, 540 of the season, 114 games, 92 homers, 157 RBIs, and 71 strikeouts. Francisco Lindor has been coming up really clutch this game and last game, hitting the go-ahead homer. That is hot. He had the go-ahead homer last game to end up winning the game for the Jason Dreams with the go-ahead top of the 9th homer. As he swings and misses on that one, strike 2. Zorona has been getting shooken up on the mound with a 13.5 ERA, 3 strikeouts, 2 home runs allowed. As he strikes out Francisco in 3 pitches, bringing up Patriotic, who his last 2 at-bats he struck out both times. Looking to change it is Patriotic, 115 homers, 176 RBIs, 433 on the season with 418 strikeouts. As he hits that one down the right third baseline, that is going to be there. For the first hit of the game, Patriotic gets a single down the line.
Nicky hits, baby.
Oh yeah. Bringing up Cookie DeVarlo, who last time struck out. With an 0-2 count with 2 outs and 1 on, Cookie DeVarlo, what can he do? He tries to bunt it, that's a perfect bunt down the line, and they're going to be safe everywhere. This Eagle almost gets out going to the third and retreats back to the first, and that brings up Captain Sport
I know what I'm doing, bro.
He knows what he's doing and he is cooking. Captain Sport Defense, who last time up, got out by grounding with 2 personnel playing illegally with 2 outs and 2 on. What can Captain Sport Defense do?
There's been switch hitters like Francisco Lindor in this situation. That's going to be lined, but that's going to be out.
It's going to get out on Eagle because of the force out on third base. What a diving play by the third baseman there. That is potentially game saving right there. So as you were saying, Francisco.
Yeah, switch hitters, they tend to do better on one side, but they usually bounce back, start doing better on the opposite side. And I think that's what's happening in this game today, because those first two bats I was hitting left-handed, but this third one, I kind of lost myself. So I think in the next at bat I might approach by going on the opposite side and see if that makes a change. Although I'm more powerful from my left side. As you saw in the last game, I hit a towering home run to tie it up. Or actually, no, to take the lead.
Yeah, take the lead and give us the win was you hitting a 190 ding to right field.
That barely got out because of the fence.
But the vert angle was so high on it, it must have increased the magnitude because of the angle in which it was launched.
Yeah.
Bringing up gamer boy 12749, who's batting 500 on the season with 0 homers, 1 RBI, and 2 strikeouts.
We'll even add people, you know, from league. We're gonna do interviews, as we're gonna do a post-game interview today with a couple players, and you know, we'll see where we go from there. It's just sometimes
it picks up back-to-back strikeouts, bringing up Gonzalo. You were saying?
Yeah, that was all I had to say. But pretty much, you know, these players, they're everyday players. You know, they play every day. Maybe they stand, you know, a couple hours in the outfield. That's going to be line to center past the diving HCBB, and that's going to roll into the shallow center field, as that's going to be a single, bringing a Voyage jumper who has 3 games, 600 batting average, 3 home runs, and 4 RBIs.
With 3 strikeouts.
And, you know, it in my opinion, it makes the game more fun just for the pitcher, because you get to see how you can approach. Because a couple of games ago, I was actually facing against a hacker, and I approached him with throwing sinkers, because most of the softwares cannot detect sinkers because of these new scripts, because of the new ROBLOX update, you know, as that's going to be fouled into the dugout.
So as you're saying, some people are really skeptical about, like, if you're batting like 800 with like 20 homers, some people can be really skeptical of your using of hacks. But there's actually this one person who I know. His username is Karmka. He's batting 850. He does not use hacks. He has like 5 strikeouts and like 70 homers. He's probably one of the only legit people to have like an 800 batting average. And that strike count brings us up. HCBB-Network, who's batting 667 for 1 homer, 2 games, and 1 RBI. Just
for I know, this game is looking very good for the Dreams, as that's going to be lined into right field, and there's no fielder there, and HCB will have himself a triple here. Keep home. He's turning. That's going to be thrown to catcher.
HCBB-Network is 3 for 3 this game. One of only 2 people to have recorded a hit in every single event they've appeared in. The other being Elite Austin with 2 homers. Full count, developed by Silver, and that is going to and it's going to get down with the maybe, and it's down, and then it's going to score a run, and it's going to blast the game open 8-0 here in the 5th, as the 2-2 pitch results in a high drive to center field, where the center fielder is AFK and cannot get the ball. And
he's going to field it, and it's going to be thrown to second, and the runner on second is going to be taking a turn to the plate, and it's going to be thrown away.
And the run scores making it 9-0, bringing up Francisco into RTDS, who we were just talking about, can make an amazing comeback. As that one is driven to center field, and it is going to be caught because we can only hit it to center field today. A really good cut by Francisco, but it's just badly placed. Bringing up Patriotic, who is also got a single, his first of the game. Strike 3, his 3rd strikeout of the game. We head to the bottom of the 5th now.
Oh my god, dude, I suck.
9-0 Dreams.
I love how you automatically assumed it was strike 2. That was great.
9-0 here. Is he going to bunt it for first base? And that is going to be an out. That brings up Zerona, who has no stats but a strikeout. And Zerona, Zerona gets a single.
Left.
It's a bloop into left field.
You know, you've seen him, you know, not be able to perform on the rubber, but now we can see him performing with the bat. You know, that's always how it's been. You know, if you don't perform with the glove, you always perform with the bat, and that's what, you know, Zerona has done here. As now the fighters have a chance to score here with the runner in scoring position.
And Gonzalo
hung over.
Gonzalo with a 55 home runs, 1 to 3 RBIs, 370 batting average, and 271 strikeouts. Gonzalo 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7.
With the pitch clock, you can stall time a bit, and that's gonna be strike 3.
Bringing up Cookie Devourer 1, the pitcher.
We'll see what they can do here, as we will tell you on our next game break.
As that is a strike 3 for Cookie Devourer, bringing up Vatka, who is a new recruit for the J-Song Dreams. batting .285 with 27 home runs, 47 RBIs, and 161 strikeouts.
He's going to be pinch hitting for Captain Sporty Pants as he has left the server. By waiting out the pitch clock, you know, have him anxious for the pitches. That's going to be wide in the center field. That's going to be down for a base hit, and we'll see how far he can run. This is going to be at least a triple.
At least a triple, maybe even more. Vatka is going to get in there with a triple. He's going to try for home. No one's covering. The catcher's
and that's going to be over.
Inside the park homer for Vatka. The pinch hitter for Captain Sweaty Pants, bringing up Serdog 3-2-1, batting .250 in 14 games, 1 homer, 2 RBIs, and 18 strikeouts.
As we're going to have a game break, as Jason 1237 has hit a walkout grand slam for the Unicorns, winning the game 20-17.
A walk-off grand slam is actually crazy. That strikeout brings up HCBB-Network.
And now you're going to see the Dreams have 10, and that's going to be drilled left field. That's going to be fair ball.
Off the wall.
15 hits. As HCB is going to be the rundown, he mixes the guy on third, and he's going to be running home with no one covering.
And it's Dirks.
He's going to stay on the plate now as he's running back to third base. As he mixes them again, and he's running to the plate. And we'll see what he can do here. And he mixes him, and he's out.
Hold on, time. 1 second.
No way, the Phillies lost again.
Sorry for that break there, folks. Sorry for the break there, folks. I had a bit of anger there because I missed a home run because someone was camping the base.
We're gonna see some position changes as the first baseman in center field has now changed, and you've never seen Francisco Lindor at first base. And there's gonna be another field change as they're gonna send Francisco into right field to potentially catch or rob a home run.
And bringing up now is Dirks with 1,050 homers.
And he's gonna strike one
with a .681 batting average and 529 strikeouts. He's prone to get on base, typically getting 2 hits for every 3 at-bats. As he lines at one, this right field and is going to be foul. The 0-2 pitch.
That's going to be hit over the head. That's going to drop down to left field. There might be a play at second. There might be a play at second as there isn't.
And that brings a Fade Ultra Phase with a runner in second base. Let's see what Fade can do.
Struck him out!
Brings up Ty TNT30, who would probably end the inning because he has no sets to record but 1 singular strikeout.
To break through and bring the runner home. As he struck him out! And it's going to not straight to the mound.
Now here's a quick word from one of our sponsors.
Do you hit like this? Or maybe you hit like this? Or maybe you bomb. Do you want to hit bombs like this? Or how about this? If you want to bet, join my Discord. Link in the description.
After the 6th inning stretch, it brings up Silver Gorilla, who was originally the leadoff batter for the Dreams, and there is a blonde person on the mound named Gavin Plays 202.
And his stats are going to be strikeouts with 112. ERA is going to be 9.5 with no walks and a WHIP of 1.5 and HRA of 32, and his record is going to be 2-5. And there's going to have no one in the field. That's drilled to right field as I thought that was a home run.
And it is gonna not be a ground double. To count.
As you've seen, the Ham Fighters have really crumbled in this situation.
Yeah, they've really disappeared. Now it's a 9v2, with Dirks and Gavin Place being their only sources of hits. Kistasorian is pretty good, batting .404 with almost 2,000 at bats. 215 singles, 184 doubles, 91 triples, 370 homers, 557 RBIs, 7 walks, 637 strikeouts, with a .404 batting average. As Eagles really excited to get at bat, as Francisco strikes out. .433 batting average in 252 games, 150 homers, 176 RBIs, and 419 strikeouts. Let's see what Eagle can do here with a runner in scoring position. He's verbally getting angry. Let's see what he can do here with
I can't see anything!
Taken for strike 3.
as there was people behind doing movement which obstructed the view of him, which would not ultimately be his fault.
Which is illegal in league, which is a bannable offense if repeated. Strike 3, as that brings up Dirks, who has 1,050 homers in 564 games, 681 batting average, 1,577 RBIs. The pitch. That is going to be blooped over the head of the first baseman. Dirks is going to go to first, he's going to try for second, the throw in time, and he's going to retreat back to first base with only a single.
You know, this is a perfect opportunity for a double play here, as you know, there should be someone near. There should be someone playing third base, ready to turn that double play, getting ready for the bunt, you know. Anything can happen in this situation. As he's going to swing over for strike 1. You know, the Ham Fighters, despite having a bunch of players with all over the lineup, you know, they've been unable to produce runs. And that's the one thing about the Ham Fighters. They have to stick to the team. Because their original lineup, they've had a chance. Maybe addition of a couple players, but, you know, they haven't done anything that much now to, you know, spark up their bats, and that's what they have to do in order if they want to make at least a comeback in this game. They have to get the bats hot.
If there's a potential of Cogs getting on base, that would bring
Dirks
out. Cookie Devourer up to the plate. As we are doing a bunny hop, and he strikes out, and I go to the on deck circle, and the bunny hop ends.
And, you know, the pitching has been immaculate for the Dreams here. As, you know, the rookie has came up and he's thrown 7 perfect, well, not perfect, but shutout innings. And that's going to definitely land him on, you know, the eyes of some scouts. And that's going to be lined into left field. That's going to be down for a hit. I don't know, maybe he's going to see 3. He may even look 4 and he's going to go for it. Or no, he's going to say 3. You know, as Carmen has said,
smart. It's smart because last time he tried for home plate, he got out because somebody was covering the base. And that brings up Sid Shively, who is pinch hitting for somebody. And see, that's a powerful bunt, but I don't know why he bunt with 2 outs. And the first person is AFK, the run scores. 11-0 now, Dreams. Which, at this rate, we might be able to. Now I'm handing it back to you and Eagle. As out of strike 3, we head to the bottom of the 8th, with Dirks leading off. This might be Devourer's last inning, depending on how it goes. This could be a brief intermission, as none of my co-hosts are here at the moment. As that's a strikeout, bringing up Joker Savage. 167 batting average, 65 games, 9 homers, 18 RBIs, and 127 strikeouts. You know that, right? You can always go for contact. It never hurts to go for contact once in a while. As that's another strikeout and brings up Ivan Guerra, 56. The pitch to Ivan. Pop up. Oh, yeah, I didn't follow the first rule of fielding. As that's gonna get down. And with the runner on for Fifth, who lost him up, struck out, there's really low potential for the pitch. That is going to be hit, and it is going to be fair ball. This might be the first run of the game for the Fighters. No, as Ivan is going to stay second. Oh, he's going to third.
Oh, he's going straight. I'm lagging. First.
Throw to first.
Free.
Oh, get him out. Oh, yeah. The run has not scored. This shutout remains. And the 2-2 pitch to Francisco. Chuck swung in strike 3, bringing up Patriotic. I couldn't feel like they've been 1 for 5 this game. He might be aggressive here.
Yup, there we go.
1 for...
Freaking done, I quit.
As a little bit of anger from one of our special guests is Eagle. As he's left the VC.
I quit after this. I'm not doing this anymore. I'm not playing this stupid game.
As that's strike 3. And we head to the bottom of the 9th with Sid Shively being the closer. Swung on top of it, strike 3. That brings up Bankroll J. 581, 17 games, 11 homers, 15 RBIs, and 15 strikeouts. The pitch. Is that his hit? Deep! And there goes the shutout! Way out of here for homer, Bankroll J. As Sid Shively decides he's going to stay on the mound, as No Ty Solos decides to bat. If you weren't aware, Sid Shively has ended the, as he almost just allowed another homer. Sid Shively's not really doing the best on the mound. He's getting shooken up easily. He didn't let it roll. And looking for trouble here is Yvonne. The 3-1. Take from ball 4.
Dude, come on!
Renders a 1-up now. We're to this batter, at least. As
Yeah. He's AFK. Here comes the comeback. I'm telling you, they're gonna come back.
I didn't come back.
Home! 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 He is.
And he mixed!
What are you doing?
Okay, bro. Okay.
Dude.
Yeah!
Bro, what?
There we go. I'll shoot out the inning. I'll pick up
Bleeding so much. Here, I'll tell you when to throw it. Throw it now.
No! As he's kicked off. That is a huge mistake committed by the fighters that could probably end the game now. As he pops it up, out of play.
One more strike left.
The 0-2 pitch from HCBB-Network.
The home fans on their feet for the loss.
That ends the game.
I don't even deserve to celebrate with you guys, but I'm still gonna
Nah,
celebrate.
come here, bro. Come here. Start jumping around. And that's all, folks. Alright, so, Francisco, that was a really good game, wasn't it? Final score 11-3. So, what were your initial thoughts on the ending of the game?
The ending of the game, we got out there at the beginning, we did what we were supposed to do. We did our job. We got 11 runs on the board, but that 9th inning, that's where, the rookies, they started to crumble a little bit because we had the pitching down for the first 8 innings, and then we bring in a rookie closer, and they let up a home run, and then they let up a couple hits, and then one thing after the last, and then, it's 11-3. But then we got one of the senior veterans into the game, HCBB-Network, and he got the job done with the pickoff and the strikeout, ultimately winning the game for, the Dreams 11-3. I myself, I would say I did a pretty bad performance. I went, I think, 5 for 2, 2 for 5 with, a triple and a single, double. I hope I can perform in the next game, which will ultimately result me, better stats, and as well, just making me a better round player. And I hope that, me and Eagle, we both break out of our little slumps there because I've been slumping, I'm going to admit, for the past game. I couldn't see the ball as well. The balls were going slower in my head. This time they were going faster. And, it kind of shocked me. I couldn't hit anything too well today.
Well, you're kind of right there. I wasn't really hitting the ball at first, and then I slowly got a hold of it, and then I ended up hitting wall shots, bloopers, gap shots. It just takes a little time to get adjusted. So, what were your thoughts on the pitching 1 through 8, pitching innings 1 through 8?
It was beautiful. It was immaculate. We let up a couple hits, but we got out of those innings where we had the runners in scoring positions, and we just did a well-rounded job with the fielding and the pitching until the 9th inning. But we still won by a good amount of numbers. We won by 8 runs, which is something big now because you see these big blowout leads, and it always ends up in a shutout, no-hitter, perfect game, whatever. But, things happen, but I'm just happy we were able to shut the door and get the win.
So, this one's specifically designed for you. How do you plan on bouncing back next game?
How I planning on bouncing back next game? So, I was taking a lot of ABs from the left side of the plate today. I'm going to try to take some on the right side tomorrow. We're playing this series against them. Although there might be trades, and I think I might be involved in one of them. I just have to see how I do. I'm gonna wake up early tomorrow morning, get some early BP in. Hopefully I see some better results.
Yeah, yeah. Alright, Eagle, you there?
I don't want to do this.
Okay, well, I just have to ask you one question. How do you plan on bouncing back next game?
I probably won't be able to.
What do you mean by that?
I'm just not good enough to do good.
I mean, all it takes is just a little bit of BP and a little bit of elbow grease, and you're fine. Alright, so Francisco.
Mm-hmm.
Five fast questions, 5 quick answers. Pancakes or waffles?
Waffles.
Red or blue?
Blue.
Custom teams or new team? Custom teams or old teams?
Old teams.
HCBB or Football Fusion?
HCBB all the way.
Francisco Lindor or Pete Alonso?
Francisco Lindor.
Okay, those are 5 quick questions, 5 quick answers with me, Carm, and my co-host, Francisco Lindor. That is all we have for tonight, and we will see you tomorrow.
Goodbye.
Thank you for watching this episode of Public Games with maybe Carm and Francisco Lindor. Road to the show. We hope to see you later in one